My energy, don't you fuck with my energy, don't you fuck with my energy, don't you fuck with my energy, don't you fuck. Hey y'all, today's video I have like an extra hour to run and make a video. So you guys know this is not my full-time job. So I just came on here to make a real quick video, and the video is about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Oh y'all, look, I got like, no, it's not sperm, it's lotion. No, I'm not lying to y'all, it's not sperm, it's this. It was under my nail. That was gross, y'all. Like, what the fuck she was doing before? Well, you know, hoeing before I got in front of the camera. No, I'm just playing. But so a lot of people have been commenting on the whole Khloe Kardashian thing, and my last comment on it is, you know, she's a hoe. He's a hoe too. And of course her fan base doesn't see her as a hoe, but I just feel like she used to date a lot of her friends' exes, so I don't really feel sorry for her. I mean, it is what it is. Hoes attract other hoes, not all the time, but sometimes, and I just feel like it takes one to know one. She a hoe, so I just think it's all good. Like at the end of the day, I don't feel sorry for her. I feel that she's always trying to recruit some basketball player with her Kardashian pussy, you know, and obviously she can't find somebody who's decent, and she has patterns that she's going to need to break. But you know, she has her baby now. She has her little black baby light designer bag, because they treat black people like we're like designer bags and shit. I don't even understand it. It's just the weirdest behavior I've ever seen. And now it's become socially acceptable to treat another human being like there's some type of accessory because of their color of their skin and their big butts and their big lips. And don't tell me that that's not exclusive. We've been celebrating big asses, big lips, and big legs in the black community forever, okay? I never knew nobody who was outside of black who was happy to have big legs, big thighs, and big ass and lips, but really us. So stop it. So she can keep her accessory baby and her accessory man and live happily ever after and keep walking around looking like a damn blow-up doll. Her and her whole crew that she rolls with. It's a hot ass mess. But anyways, let's go into the whole the whole Cardi B and Nicki Minaj thing to me is so tired. Girl, it's like an old pair of tires that you need to change and just move on with your life. Girl, Nicki, it's good to have some competition. Like, fuck with her and get some money and just keep it moving. It's not serious. You finally have competition. You finally have someone who's gonna make you step your pussy up. Because for a while, your pussy was sipping on very high-priced champagne. And then for a little while, you was sipping on beer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody came and snagged your wig, you know? Like, life goes on, but as a reader, I have to like remove myself from the whole situation. So it is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, don't go on the radio fake crying over petty shit. That whole conversation was petty. How about you cry about how you treated like Little Kim? How about you cry, but how about that? And then you bring Foxy Brown on stage all bloated and crazy looking. How about we just talk about that? Okay? Why? Because she's not a threat. At the end of the day, she's just not a threat. Like, but why don't we read about what deck, y'all? What deck should I use? How you gonna be crying over a damn fart that doesn't even stink? Girl, worry about your own farts. It's just ridiculous. But which deck? I want to read with this deck. I ain't gonna lie. I know some of y'all picked that one. I don't care. We're gonna read with this one. I got time today. Okay, so Spirit, what is all this? I mean, I know it's a publicity stunt, but what is really going on in Nicki Minaj's mind? It's like, what is going on in Nicki Minaj's mind? Because, well, I need to be more exact. Why is Nicki bringing up Cardi B in interviews? Why is Nicki Minaj bringing up Cardi B in interviews? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. She actually wants peace. She actually wants them to have some type of truce or some type of, she wants them to talk. She does want to talk to, like, she wants to talk to Cardi and have a open conversation. The only problem is I don't think Cardi is open. I think she's open, but Cardi, I just think Cardi like built a bridge and just got over it. I just think she's like, to her it's peace. It's like, okay, why don't we have a truce? Why don't we just, you know, sit down like grown women and have some type of conversation? So she's offering a peace sign. So it is showing as sincere. Me, from what I'm feeling spiritually from Cardi, it's too late. Like, it's too late. You know, I just think that even if Cardi does respond, I still feel that like restraint, because at the end of the day, she is your competition technically. So it's like, okay, girl, let's see. And she's also trying to clear her name. It's like she really is trying to like clear her name. It's pretty much what she was saying on the interview. So I can say she's pretty much honest. So she was being honest. She's trying to come back from the dead. Because I just don't think it was just the whole Cardi B thing. Like, we all know her brother, he got sentenced for child molestation or child rape. It was a lot of things personally going on in her life, and it all came at her once. Because there was a time where I was like, Nicki Minaj act like she pees champagne. You know, like she was really getting very big-headed. And I think a lot of this happened to her to tell her, yo, like, there's other people in the game who can bring you back down to earth. It's funny because this is also talking about Nas. I think Nas was also telling her, like, yo, take a break, reestablish yourself, and then come back. She's seeing it as a break. Like, okay, I'm coming. But here's what's crazy. Her spirits are not seeing it as a break. Her spirits are feeling that she needs to seriously, like, her spirits, her ancestors really want her to like get married, have a family. They don't want her to miss out on these important times of her life, but she's spiritually fighting the actual change that they're trying to bring to her. So she's like, no, you know, I have to stay on top of my game. So speaking in terms of advice that she took from a man, it's like when he was giving the advice, she didn't want to really take it. But now she's coming out of her rest, and let me see, and she's about to get paid. So she's about to get paid. This is what's funny too, but I'm also seeing about Cardi B. Cardi B is about her money. It's like Cardi B is like, look, it's all good, but I'm focusing on my money, on my future, on getting coins, the same way that she is. The same way that like Nicki is trying to get her coins is the same. Cardi is literally looking away from peace. it's like she's like, you know, it's cool and everything, but fuck with me and get some money. It's like she's trying to get money. And it's like, but the same thing applies to like Niki. I think Niki is gonna start touring in like the fall. I think she's gonna go on a tour, and it's actually going to do well. I also see her doing something with a fashion line or a major like designer putting her out. So she'll probably be doing some type, it's a lot of gold, a lot of, I almost want to say like Versace or something. It may be wrong, but it just feels very, you know, upper fashion, and it's going to be very successful. And even though she's starting, y'all, she's still trying to find her sense of direction. So she's saying it's a new start, but like at the same time, Niki is still trying to feel things out. So she's still not exactly where she's trying to guide herself step by step. So it's telling me she's trying to be strategic at the same time. It's funny because I know this sounds crazy. I almost feel like Niki came out too soon. I feel she's just doing it step at a time, step at a time, step at a time, step at a time. She's trying to put it all together right now. I really feel like her ancestors really want her to take a break because she needs a break. This is too soon. So yeah, now I know why every time I stare at like Niki, I just feel like she's doing things too fast. When they want her to just take a break. After this, I'm going to move on to how Cardi feels. But words will be exchanged, kind words and harsh words. Words will be exchanged. There's still a lot of misunderstanding. There's still a lot of okay, here. Niki, listen to yourself. You know you're doing too much too soon. It's too much too soon. And things aren't really planned out like how y'all like, no, she was gone for, you know, a few months and she's been silent. But something is not well planned out. And there's a male manager behind her who's trying to keep her busy, but certain things are not falling into place. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think whoever this man is, I don't think, okay, here's Nas who was telling her stuff, but it's another man. I don't think this is going to last long. I think after this album, I think they're going to part ways. I just don't think he gave her, I think he had her best interest at mind, but I don't think this was best for her. I'm not sure when we're going to hear about it because Spirit is not telling me an exact date and I'm not seeing it in the actual cards. Especially for y'all basic reading assholes who read on a basic ass level. Well, this is the magician and this is not an bitch. I read beyond that. So let's not even try to say that we know. She's hiding herself a lot. This is not well timed. It's really not. Like, she can say it is and that she's back, but in her heart, in her intuition, baby girl, have a seat. Have a seat. But I don't think you can afford to have a seat with this generation because people are literally shitting out new artists every 2 weeks. So I just feel she's like, I need to keep up. I need to. Let's see how Cardi B feels about Nicki Minaj's interview. I just feel like Cardi B is setting up her like baby room and is trying to paint it and is trying to figure out what she's gonna do. I just see her not really like, it just has an energy of, oh Lord, here we go again. Like, it's got that type of energy. Like, how does Cardi B feel about Nicki Minaj's radio interview. How does Cardi B feel about Nicki Minaj's radio interview? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. You know what's crazy? Spirit is saying she had someone else listen to it, and then she listened to it because she didn't want to get, you know, upset. So that's funny, because she was like, you know what, let somebody else hear it, because I don't want to be in a place where I get pissed off. So why don't we see? Nah, y'all, she ain't feeling it. She ain't feeling it. She ain't feeling it, y'all. She's not feeling it at all. She's like, she wants to say something, but she's holding her tongue. It's like she wants to say something, but she's holding her tongue. She actually feels like betrayed. So this is interesting. She actually feels like some type of betrayal. She's like, but I know that Nicki basically put one of the who was it, Quavo, on blast. I think she feels a certain type of way about that. I think that's what pissed her off really through the whole thing. I think she's like, she's looking out towards her future. She's like, yo, fuck this old shit. But like, I'm tired of hearing it. She's actually tired of hearing about it. She's like, I'm tired of this shit. Like move on. It's like she's looking towards her future, but she's not trusting who ran his mouth. And I think this is Quavo. I don't think she's gonna be as open with him anymore. I think whoever it is, I just think whoever's part of the, you know, whatever his name is, I just think she just feels a certain type of way about it. And she's not looking to go in depth with it. Like, to her, it's not that motherfucking, I just see her like, oh my God, bitch, the train came 6 months ago. We got on it and we moved the fuck on. It's like, have you ever like stopped being friends with somebody, but they keep obsessing over you and telling other people about you, and it's like, bitch, move on. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of energy. It's like, she's like, girl, like, you had a chance. It's like she's not even trying to look into it. It's like, okay, it's not that deep. It's just not that deep. She's worried about her man and her money, and where she's going to take, where is she going to be victorious. I mean, she's not even really worried about like Nicki's singles. I don't even see any of that stuff on her mind. She worried about her man, keeping her life private, and trying to hold on to as much as she can. Nah, she ain't here for it. She ain't here for it. She ain't here for it. She's not here. She's not here. It's like, she's like almost like, girl, leave me alone. Like, I'm just being honest. It just has that, like, okay, you said what you said, and it's like, that's old, mommy. Like, why are you giving me old bread from the bakery? It's hard as fuck. I don't want this anymore. I'm good, yo. It's that type of energy. Ooh, Lord. Okay. Let's have a battle of the damn, I want to have a battle, y'all. I want to have a battle. I don't want to use this yet. I want to use this. It's hot as hell outside. I was sweating in a damn sweater because the weather is so fucking, 1 minute is hot, 1 minute is cold, 1 minute is Tim's, 1 minute is flip-flops. I'm just, the weather is bipolar as fuck, yo. So how will Nicki Minaj's Ming Lee Ting Ting song do? Ching Lee, I don't know what it's called, y'all. How will Nicki Minaj's album do? How will Nicki Minaj's album do? How will Nicki Minaj's new album do? 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm sorry, y'all, but my camera almost died. So, but it's showing her. But y'all, one thing that is really coming up strong in this reading is basically her ancestors. Like, her ancestors have a lot to tell her. Like, whew, it's actually kind of strong. Her ancestors really want her to listen. It's like, listen to us. It's like, listen. So, hold on, let me see. What do the ancestors, what do Nicki, I already know, like, Nicki Minaj is not her real name, but I don't remember her real name. It's, you know, Agna, or, you know, Igna, or something like that. I don't know. But what do her ancestors have to say? What do Nicki Minaj's ancestors have to say? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. She actually has a male ancestor who's coming through, who wants to speak on her behalf. He's upset about something she let go of. I don't think it's something that the public would know about. It's something she let go of that she really wanted. And I know this sounds crazy, but I think Nicki was, I don't want to say it. No, he's like, say it. He's like, say it. I'm like, oh my God. I think she was pregnant or planning a family with somebody. I think he really, if you can see the lion and he's here, the ancestors were pleased with this relationship. It was a power. I think that they're still talking about Nas. I think they wanted that. I think she wanted it too, but it's something about her giving it up so she could focus on her career. It was something about being with Nas was making her, she felt like she was losing her focus. And she has a very strong male ancestor that is with her, who was like, this was a good thing. It wasn't a perfect thing, but it was a good thing. But she moved away from that. She found it too difficult to balance, too difficult, too much of a burden, too much to have all of this at one time. I know this sounds crazy. Like, Nicki knows she deserves a husband and children, but there's a side of her that is like, not now. You know, this can wait, you know? And it's like, they're like, you can't wait forever. Everything has happened so that you can establish a home life, a family life, and then come back stronger. So her return is very premature, but due to the music industry, it's not. So her ancestors are speaking about how strong she is and how much she's always supporting people, always supporting other people. I don't think we really realize how many people she takes care of, or how many people rely on her. And that has turned her into a brick because she has to keep pushing. That whole Nas situation, yo, it brought her to a place that she never knew she could feel emotionally. I don't even think she felt that way about Safari. You know, I don't even think she felt about that dude who went to jail, Free Meek or whatever. It was deep, y'all. I thought it was for publicity, but it was actually a very deep relationship. It's like they were exploring each other physically and spiritually. You can't, they're telling her to reflect on your life. And they're really telling her, girl, Cardi B is not the problem. She's the distraction to your problem. Like, you're using Cardi B as a distraction to your own life. Basically, her ancestors really feel like, bitch, you need to take a break. And you need to find you a husband and have a baby and keep building your empire. This spirit has a spirit of Shango. Has a very Shango energy to it. But actually her spirit that walks with her is a male. It's not even a female, it's a male. And for those who are spiritualists, you know what I'm talking about. So that is what is going on with the whole thing. I just want to see how is Cardi B's album going to do. How is Cardi B's album going to do? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Ooh, all these cards are flowing. The Lovers. It's gonna be good, y'all. It's gonna be a lot of stuff happening, a lot of new things, a lot of new contracts, a lot of this is crazy, y'all. I can't make this up. The World. This is her season, Niki. This is her season. Here's what Spirit is saying. Niki could take over the whole charts and she still wouldn't be satisfied. Niki, your ancestors own this, okay? They're bringing you through some waters so that you can have your life back, because you don't have your life and you know it. And it's just sad because this reading took a whole other turn that I wasn't expecting. Your ancestors weep for you because you're not willing to sit down and enjoy the fruits of your labor, to enjoy a husband and children. It's like, don't wait until you're too tired to enjoy or too bitter. Because Cardi B, please, her and Offset are talking about a secret marriage. They're talking about a lot of stuff. She's the album, so many new things for Cardi. It's gonna bring her to the next, it's gonna bring her to a level that she never even thought about. Even when she was grinding on that pole as a stripper, it's things she never even imagined. So she's actually about to be taken to the next level. And like, when you looked at like Niki's cards, all you saw was it felt bland. It felt like, yeah, you got a hit, you know, here and there, but it's not satisfying. It's like, you know, eating a meal and you're just not satisfied. That's just what it seems like. But in the future, will Cardi B and Nicki Minaj be friends? Will Cardi B and Nicki Minaj be friends? Will Cardi B and Nicki Minaj be friends in the future? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Nah, they ain't, y'all. It's funny, but it's gonna come a time where people want them to work together, but it's like things are not coming together well. You know what's funny? When Nicki Minaj has children, because Cardi's gonna have a child, I think they're going to sit down and talk. I think Nicki becoming a mother is going to really change how she views a lot of things. And I think her and Cardi are actually going to be able to become more cordial, but that they will never be friends. because also they're surrounded by people who don't really want it. It's too much miscommunication, too much confusion moving forward. But they will, it's weird, it goes in and out. 1 minute they're like yes, and then no, and then yes, and then so no, y'all. They'll never be buddies. They'll like never share dick. They'll never borrow each other's wigs. They won't be at the club posting booty shots together. No, y'all, it's just, it is what it is. And the thing is, I don't think like Cardi hates her. Like, I don't think Cardi hates like Niki. She just sees her as a annoyance, you know. So that's just all, y'all. But this reading was more so for Niki. I just feel she needs to just free her mind and the rest will follow. You know what I'm saying? Your ancestors really want you to have that quiet time, but I just think we always see ourselves as like Beyonce having twins and then 6 months later on tour, you know, which that's not the reality for everyone. But again, y'all, thank you so much for the support, and bye.